Very much enjoying our first day in Hollandaise Keys, as you can see right behind me. Very, very beautiful place. The sun's just coming out today. We got some beautiful turquoise waters over here. It's still pretty early morning. The cruisers are coming to life, going out and doing excursions, just hanging out. But beautiful morning on the water. And you guys also remember, we used to fish a lot. We probably haven't done a lot of fishing in a long time because we had that big butt dinghy behind us, and that made it really difficult to tow a line. So usually we end up catching the dinghy. So we kind of stopped that, but oh yeah, Elsino's getting ready already. We're gonna re-spool our fishing rod and start setting it up. We gotta figure out a way to fish off the back of the boat here with all the dinghy and cross bracing and everything put in when we're sailing, but that's usually when we sail. We drag a good lure when we're out sailing, doing 5 knots, 6 knots, you know. Usually catch a nice mahi, sometimes a tuna, sometimes a wahoo if you're real lucky, but man, they'll fight you. So that's what we're gonna do today, because we've still got our old lures, but of course they're all rusted, the hooks are all rusted, so we picked up some new hooks back in Aruba. So we're gonna look at re-hooking some of our lures and getting ready to do a little fishing again. So it looks like Elsino's got a cool little rig here ready to go. And it looks like the chief coming to pay us a visit. We're new in the anchorage, so he'll be coming looking for some anchoring fees. So I think it's $10 per month or something like that.
No, arreglándolo, poniendo línea nuevo.
Ah, bueno.
Bueno.
Yo vengo para que usted tenga recibo. Usted tiene recibo, no hay problema.
Todavía no.
Todavía no. No voy a entregarlo.
Here?
Sí, aquí. Ese es para poner el baby, la hamaca chiquito.
No, para sentar. Es una silla.
Parece bonito para poner el
Baby hammer.
baby chiquito para ponerlo. Bueno, gracias.
Ok, gracias.
Gracias, señor.
Bueno.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Fishing day. We got the lures, the reel, everything ready. Whoa, that's a big piece of coral right there. Holy crap, look at that. Oh shit! Nope, not yet. Working on it. You?
Yeah, well, I have one bike just up here. But we saw massive fish jumping. Right here.
We got away.
Just the end of the octopus there, squid.
Well, didn't catch any fish, but look what we caught. Got a Lucas. The swimmer out off the reef.
Can I hand you that guy?
Cool, so what is it? Now, as you guys already know, when I find a piece of gear that I like, you're gonna hear about it. And I gotta tell you, this piece of gear, I like. If you thought I was impressed with our 105-pound Mantus anchor on the bow of Sophisticated Lady, this little collapsible dinghy anchor is awesome. One of the biggest problems with gear in the dinghy is where to stow it, especially an anchor and one that will actually do the job of holding the dinghy. This one's completely collapsible, puts together in 2 minutes with no tools, and holds like crazy. We did a little test just letting it set on its own and see how it dug in, and it just immediately sank into the sand on the shore. But you have to know, I would never settle for a test this simple, so I dropped the anchor in 3 feet of water and had Alcino start the outboard. I let him drag the anchor in with the engine in reverse and gradually build up to full throttle and see if this thing would actually hold. And bearing in mind, this is near the shore, so the sand is soft, we're on a short scope as the dinghy painter's only 8 feet long, and there's no chain leader on the anchor. At full throttle, you can see it pulls back a little bit, but it never actually comes out. And that is a lot of power. This is a Yamaha 25 horsepower 4-stroke at full torque. To think that this little anchor could hold against all that power and not pull out of the sand? Yeah, I think you could say I was impressed. Watch out, here comes the hurricane. Hey! Us!
We got here.
How's it going, mate?
Good seeing you guys again.
Yeah, how's it going, all right?
I hear you guys saved Lucas. He was drowning. You picked him up. That's awesome.
No, our story is we caught a 120-pounder but threw it back.
Yeah. Now we can't put any more. That's the best thing you've already ever done. We can't put any more now. 2 years. You think you can afford it? You owe me.
Yeah, we get penalized, man.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
What happened?
I guess one of the mounts had come loose somehow, and I turned a corner, and I looked back, and my engine's half hanging off the transom. Not good.
Right at your boat?
Right at the boat.
Just when you got there. So it's tightened on again now, but you don't have the lock on.
No lock on there.
Just because I'd had it on the boat today for sailing.
Look at this guy. He comes to drink beer with us. He drinks just 1 beer. He doesn't bring us anything.
I know, what's up with
You
that?
guys have a big fridge.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's empty.
Is it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is it really? You have no more beer?
Maybe a couple down in the bottom of the thing. I had cold ones, but we gotta reload when we go back to town too. And speaking of town, sometimes it's just like they say, life is what happens while you're busy making plans. Our plan was to hang out here for a while and enjoy some peace and quiet while we waited for our next patron guests to arrive, Rick and Lisa Boyd. They were flying in from the States in 2 days, and we were supposed to meet them and pick them up at one of the local islands. But as it turns out, the Kuna Indians have restricted all access to any foreigners coming in with the intention to board a boat. So that left us little choice other than to head back to Turtle Key Marina where we could receive them there. And that's a fairly big haul from where we are, so we had to pull anchor first thing in the morning and set sail right away so we could get there in time to meet them as they arrived from the airport. But as we were pulling out, it was such a beautiful morning, I thought we'd put the drone up in the air and have one last look around the Hollandaise Keys. So here's the shots. I hope you enjoy them as much as I did. And at long oh shit, hang on. And at long last, our good buddy Rick is here. And Lisa. Look at you.
We made it.
You made it. How are you?
I feel like I know you, huh?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you finally. Monsieur Le Boyd.
60 pounds lighter.
Wow, no kidding.
Yes.
Yeah, he's getting.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
You met Alcino?
Nice to meet you.
Who's this strapping young guy coming down the road here?
Hey, how's
Mr.
it going?
Boyd. How are you, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you.
Alcino, how you doing?
Yeah, you haven't met Alcino yet.
How are you?
Pleasure.